My next guest this morning is the former mayor of Marathon. He's also a singer-songwriter down here in the Keys. Now, along with being a musician and involved in politics, he's done everything from being a record producer to a magazine publisher to a radio talk show host. He says, though, that music is his life commitment, and that's what we're going to focus on this morning. I know you're also going to enjoy getting to know him a little bit better. John, thank you for being with me today.
Jenna, thank you very much for having me today.
You are welcome. Now, John, I understand that you've been down here in the Keys for 28 years, a little over 28 years. Has music always been your thing down here?
It really has. Actually, I showed up in the Keys. It was just another stop on the road. I'd already been on the road a few years at that point, and we got a gig at the Holiday Inn in Marathon. And once we got there, it was just like, there's no reason to leave. So we got a few more road commitments out of the way and relocated here. And this was, I'd always wanted to get back to Florida. I grew up in Florida as a kid, up on the Space Coast, and I'd always wanted to come back, and this was my way in.
Okay. But now you also are very remembered for being, the mayor of Marathon, John. What are you most proud of during your time in office?
Oh, there's actually quite a few things. We got a community park built, the Sombrero Beach redevelopment project. Probably one of the things I'm most proud of is that we were able to move forward on the city's central wastewater system. We live on limestone rock that flushes into canals, and being able to do that and bite the bullet and get that job done was probably the most important thing we were able to do for our community and the environment at the same time.
Okay, now I know politics, it was a big part of your life, so what do you think, John, about the state of politics right now?
Nationally, I think it's broken, and I don't think you'll find too many people that will disagree that this system is broken. Locally, I think we have probably a bit better of a local dialogue. So, there's a lot of people that have come forward to run for office, and anybody that comes forward to run for office, that's just an amazing thing. It's an amazing commitment in and of itself. And I think we have some very good local public servants. We've got a lot of people that have stepped forward to run for a school board race. People have stepped forward to run for sheriff. But at the same time, you have 3 county commissioners re-elected or elected unopposed. So, but I think locally we have a much better system than they do on the national level.
Okay. Any chance of you getting back into politics one day?
Never say never, but not this year.
Never say never. Very true. Okay, John, let's talk about your music. Because like I mentioned earlier, you say that music is your life sentence. So it must be in your blood, John.
It is. It's my passion. It's what I do. I love playing. I love recording. I love getting in front of people and singing songs. I like songwriting. There's not much about it I don't like, and some of the things you put up with, like moving the equipment around all the time, getting out, playing outside when it's in the hot of July and August in the summertime and the humidity is up there. Still, there's nothing I would really rather be doing with my life.
What can people expect when they see you perform, John?
Probably the best thing to give people is expect the unexpected. I've got a repertoire of over 1,000 different songs. That's not counting the ones I've written myself.
Wow! Wait, 1,000 different songs. Wow,
1,000
John.
different. And I like music. I like a lot of different kinds of music, and you can hear everything from the stuff that you would expect to hear, like a James Taylor or a Bob Dylan, or some of those things, to even some Jimmy Buffett stuff, all the way to stuff like you don't expect one guy and one guitar to do, like Pink Floyd.
Really?
Some Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Crosby, Stills and Nash, these kind of things.
So you do such a variety of music. That's wonderful.
Pretty much.
Now, what about your latest CD that you released?
I've got actually 2. The latest, which is brand new, is a brand new live CD that was recorded live at a stretch of gigs over the last year or so. And it's totally 100% live, no fixing it in the studio. The other is just a 10th anniversary re-release and remaster of my Keys Disease CD, which came out back in 2002. I remastered it, put 4 bonus tracks on it that weren't on the original, and it was a great 10th anniversary repackage.
Keys Disease,
yes.
The title of that album. Do you have the Keys Disease?
Never lost it. I was infected in 1984, and there's no cure.
So you made an album named after that. That's
I did.
Cool. That's cool. I like it.
The song is about a friend of mine who gave his legal career in New England up to become a bartender in the Keys.
Okay. But is he happy now?
Much happier. This is over 30 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go, right? That's a wonderful thing then. Now, if people want to hear you perform, do you have any upcoming concerts or dates?
I do have some. I've got a regular Thursday evening gig at Sparky's Landing in Key Colony Beach. Fridays, I'm at Hawks Cay at Tom's Harbor House. Saturdays, Key Colony Inn. Mondays, trying to get some stuff at Salty's, but I've got Monday, July 16th with a special Terry Cassidy concert at Boondocks,
Wow.
which will be a fun date.
Okay, well, I really
And
enjoyed...
Wednesdays at the Sunset Grill.
Wednesdays at the Sunset Grill. Well, John, I really enjoyed talking with you, so I can only imagine what you're like on stage. I'm sure you're wonderful to listen to.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. We're going to take a quick break, everyone. I'll be right back, though, after these messages.